What's going on, y'all? This is Aaron EBM. It's good to be back with y'all again on this wonderful Monday back. We're through the holidays, getting back into the swing of things. It's hard, I know, but we gonna make it. Oh, we in here. Whoever it is that is watching out there, appreciate it. Appreciate you watching the channel. Oh, we gonna get into it.
Why you bullying me?
I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like me. I'm still trying to fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Make me put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like you. Ain't give a F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Trying to earn 8 stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keto. And exposed to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route that seen it. And I'm so outspoken like Reason. Jimmy Neutron, boy, young G's. And I'm a self-made man out of Sweden. And it's still off top, I'm tweaking. but I still gotta fight my demons. I ain't no good, I'm evil. I ain't been clean since Eden. It's a war going on outside. They can put your hands on your head like the Macarena. That's why I gotta watch my demeanor. You know they locking up blacks and Latinos. It's the same old game, ain't nothing really changed but the mileage on the meter of the beamer. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a keto. And it goes with cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo, mi gente must really need Jesus. He said real blood, I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. I can do this with my eyes closed.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Switch this camera around. What's going on? Welcome. You are live, and we are live in the den. I appreciate you guys for coming out. We are back in there, man. It's been a Monday. If you're anything like me, if you have a job, you are going back for the first day, and let me tell you, it's like, turn it down a little bit. It's like walking the green mile, man. I was up all night last night with the pre-work jitters, and it sucks. But we made it. We made it through. We made it through another holiday season. We made it through, another time with friends, families, and loved ones. Hopefully, y'all all are staying Rona free. If you're not, prayers go up to you and for you. Stay healthy out there. You got to stay safe and stay healthy. Shout out to Bells G. You in there. I think I added you on as a moderator now too. So you got work to do. Man, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy time. It didn't really feel like Christmas. If I'm the only one, I hope I'm not the only one. I don't think I'm the only one that felt like this hasn't been a very Christmas-like season. It went by real quick. And the feeling just wasn't there. So, man, hopefully it won't be like that. Hopefully next year it'll get better, and we don't have to worry about all of that. So, man, I was originally going to talk about the passport bros and what they do, and is it an end all be all, or if it really even will work. So I was going to talk about that for a little bit, but we had a lot of stuff going on in the manosphere. We got a lot of beef going on. We got a lot of things going on that usually I stay out of, but that's been my thing. I try to stay out of the way. And, be careful. But as you know, you can't make everybody happy. You can't please everybody. You can speak your mind without actually disrespecting anybody. And that's what we need to do. That's what we got to learn how to do. We got to learn how to speak our minds. We got to learn how to say the things we want to say, report, and have fun with this. And hopefully we can learn from this stuff. But let's go. Let's see what we got going on today. Shout out to Antonio Brown for dropping the mic, leaving off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, in Antonio Brown fashion. Let me look at this headline. They say Tampa Bay's gifted receiver finally found a rule to break that will be judged more seriously than many more grievous off the field sins. I don't want to hear that. They gave Antonio Brown a lot of chances. We really don't know what's going on behind the scenes with Antonio Brown. I heard that they were trying to freeze him out of his contract, or not out of his contract, but he was on his way to a milestone. And if you pay attention to sports or football, when you make milestones, you will get bonuses and things like that when you retire on your way out. So the rumor is that he was locked out of being able to make that milestone. And I don't know how true that is. You know how it goes out here with a lot of this stuff, and that's what it is. I mean, are any of us really right now surprised that this happened like this? I don't think we are. I'm not surprised, but he is who he is. There's just like beast mode out there, man. Some guys you already know what they're about. And Antonio Brown's Antonio Brown, but I give him the horn. He got out of there like he wanted to get out of there, and that's what it is. I know a lot of different content creators are trying to say that use it as, you know, use it as a way to say being either mentally unstable or not controlling your emotions and doing things a different or a better way. But it is what it is. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got disrespected. I mean, it's just like Dennis Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Rodman will forever be one of the greats in basketball, but he was the same way. So it is what it is. All right. Let me see. Let me look at what we're going to talk about today. All right. There's been a lot of turbulent issues in the manosphere. Switch. Don't like that one. There we go. That's better. There's been a lot of turbulent issues throughout the manosphere in these last few weeks, and it's probably been longer than that. Um, there's been a lot of beefs going back and forth, and it's really me being a new content creator. I want to do collaborations, or I want to get in with certain people when I can, but when people are beefing, like I said before in past videos, when people are beefing, people tend to not want to be around because they don't want to, take sides. They don't want to be put in positions that, well, this person's not going to want to talk to me down the road because I talked to X person, or I got into it with this guy, or I really wanted to talk to this content creator right here, but he's got beef with him and he's never going to really look at me or give me the chance to talk to him or her or whatever, because it looks like I have an alliance with this person. So at last night, as I was trying to go to sleep, but I really couldn't, having that pre-work jitters, I came across the Saint in the Center. I've been a follower of Saint in the Center. I believe, yeah, I'm a subscriber to his channel, so he's nothing new to me. A charismatic dude. He has a really unique way of getting his ism across, getting his things across, his point across, and it's cool. He is him. He's made for this stuff. And it's understandable if you did or didn't like him, because it's like a hot and cold. People like him and people don't like him. But what I seen here is he was talking about the manosphere is wrong about everything. And of course, when you see a title like that, you gotta go ahead and click on it. So that's what I did. So put this on here. Go ahead and get that fair use marker up there. We ain't playing no games this year in 2022. I ain't trying to get struck down, and I will only play a limited portion of this video. So let's go ahead and get right into it and see some of the stuff he was talking about, and we can get into it. I'm gonna skip around a little bit. Well, I'll leave it right there. Hold on, I think you can't hear. Let me rewind it. Let me rewind it. Thank you, Bells. Let me see if I can get this audio right. All right, I'll change some stuff. Let me know if you can hear this.
Kellerman, Stephen A. Pimp. Let me tell you the difference when I talk to a female, you hear me, and she's standing there vulnerable, waiting for the emperor to tell her what he like and what he don't like, and how he in big breasts in a small way. And half of you guys think you're brought all the hoes. Yesterday and the day before you brought all the hoes. So the man got more hoes than clothes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What can they say about you that's realistic and sensible?
Great.
I don't even, man. And
you got to build it while you fly. while you fly. We have technical difficulties, but we get through it.
They can't see a star when a star like right there in front of their face. They'll never recognize it. We'll recognize real, man.
Preach. I just want to chop you in for a second. I'm gonna bring you right back in a hot one.
All right, sure.
I see you over there constructing. Alexandra, shout out to the lady saint. She writes, "Peace to the saints. I support this message. Men are being misled by hurt men." Oh, and not only that, here's the funny thing. Have you ever noticed, this is how you know somebody's lying to you. They only have good things to say. They agree with everything. They only got good things to say. That's how you know they're lying. Why is it your favorite manosphere red pillar wants to tell you how bad women are, but never tells you the shortcomings of males? Never. Half the time, what I'm telling you is to get your game.
Now, right there, I can agree with Marquette right there. I can agree with Marquette because you don't want to be in the echo chamber. You need to have people challenge you. You need to have people tell you what is wrong, or if you are wrong. They might not call you out, in public a certain kind of way or disrespect you, but you need to be, you actually need to be challenged. Everything, you can't sit there and talk to each other and expect, a group of like-minded people to not get into a space to where they are, deluded themselves. So I understand that. And we don't like to say that, who hurt you, or, I really can't stand that when you're in an argument with somebody and they tell you who hurt you. But in reality, when we go back and sit back and break it down, there are things that happen. People do get hurt. People do end up in a red pill rage. So when I say I do understand what Marquette is saying, there are bits and pieces of what Marquette is saying about the guys that are in red pill rage, or the guys who find out about the women's nature later on in life and then go crazy and go nuts. And then I believe a lot of this stuff that happened with Marquette happened through the chat, and this is another point. Shout out to DJ Kuda. The chat section are a big part of the problem, because a lot of them instigate. A lot of them go from content creator and start harassing people, and then you wonder why they put into the members only chat, or they make you pay to be a part of the channel and say something, because a lot of these people kick up the issues and start the issues and then, poke the bear and hide their hands, and then you left there trying to figure everything out. So I understand.
Together. Half the time, what I'm telling you is to be realistic with yourself. Because, these women all want a guy who's a millionaire, tall, and all these things. But all of you guys want a girl with a big butt and big breasts and a small waist and all these other things, realizing we can't all have the same thing. Huh? And half of you guys.
All right. Right there. That's another one. That's something that I say too. You can't, women, we say women are delusional when they want a man that's got 6 figures, 6 foot, 6-pack, and all the above. I'm trying to keep it clean and all the above. And then when you tell them, okay, you are not in a position to demand all of that stuff, and we force that down there, down them, and which some women do need it. We have to sit back and say the same thing. We want the same thing. That's why I believe some of the guys in the space are doing these young men a disservice, because they're not telling these men that, okay, yes, you are successful. You've done the things that you needed to do to better your chances, but that's exactly it. It's a chance. It doesn't give you the right. That's another thing. It doesn't give you the right. A lot of people are going through, from place to place, saying that, they are entitled to a new woman because they made themselves into the person they need to be, or vice versa. No human is deserving of another human. But that's not what they're telling. That's not what they're telling to these young men. Yes, you can build yourself. And let's be honest, if you want a sister or an ethnic person, because I speak for us, you know, you make yourself and you build yourself up. $100,000 is not going to be enough to wave around at somebody, because really after taxes, it's not going to be 100,000. It's going to be around, 70, 80. And then you factor in medical insurance, and that's even more money gone. It's not really $100,000. So yes, it does make you more of a provider, but does it make you, have the ability to floss it around and get any woman you want? No, it doesn't. That's the part of the delusion.
Guys like fake women. That's why they behave this way. And half of you guys think you're a pimp when you're really a simp. Huh? Half of you guys think you red pill when you really just hate women and you hate yourself at the same time. Let me tell you what I mean. Yesterday, they said I was validating women. Now, that's amazing. Let me tell you why these nerds tell you not to validate women. It's because, number one, they have low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, you don't feel good about yourself. You don't have much inside to give out. You heard me?
And my thing with Marquette on this whole video is, yes, I told you, you don't want to be in a perpetual state of red pill rage, because it doesn't do anything for you and it doesn't help you. We all have, most of us are red pill aware. Even when we grew up back in the 90s and the 2000s, we knew what red pill was, and the ideology was. We just didn't have a name for it. It was just living. Now you put a name with it, and now you have something to stick on a people that you really don't like or don't agree with, and you call them, incel red pill men and all this kind of stuff, and you're broad stroking it when there's not really what it is. That's not really what you can't broad stroke the whole community with something like that, because you don't agree with what a person said or somebody trolling you in your comment section. That's just what it is. You can't do that. And I think that's what is upsetting, because when you got somebody like me that I really want to help, and I think when you get a lot of brothers with Marquette included, I feel like everybody has something to give and everybody has something to build, but what ends up happening is the same thing that happens on the streets. This is turned into a digital street. Now we have brothers coming in and putting their own selfishness or their own attitudes and things in front, because like just like the streets, this has come to a money game or a money grab, and everybody's fighting over a corner. Well, my corner's got the heat. My corner's got the best this. My corner's got the best stuff over here, and they ain't nothing. But I don't like the way he look. I don't like the way he does. And it's this right here, and the dysfunction is what we have now. Fast forward a little bit. This is another interesting part I wanted to. Yeah, let's right here.
Preaching the lost souls. Woo, we talk to them. The modern day He-Man Woman Haters Club. I like that. We got to connect soon, good brother. Church, true indeed, Saint. Get your swole on, you dig? Yeah, I believe the Saint is in Saint City, indeed. It's a beautiful thing. Nick, you coming on to get some smoke? What's going on, Saint?
Hey, I'm here for it, man. But first off, let me just go ahead and salute you, man. You had a good platform. I've been watching a bunch of your videos, so I ain't gonna discredit anything you're saying.
Get to that smoke, baby. We ready for you.
So my thing is, though, fam, is all right. We're talking about the Red Pill Nation, right?
Oh, there's a nation?
Well, come on, bro. You already know what it is.
Okay,
right?
so where's the headquarters?
No. It's a
where's the capital?
That's
because you said nation. Every nation has a capital. Where's the capital?
Well, no. Look, I'm using that just in vernacular terms, right?
Because y'all playing games. Okay.
No. So you got a community of people, right? And we're not going to discredit the fact that there's validity and understanding how a certain community moves. So if we're going to talk about women, right, it's good understanding how a woman understands and interprets the world that she's living in, especially when it comes to interacting with men. Now, you touch on some of those points sometimes.
I want you to go through all of that, but I want before we just go too deep. You started off and you said the Red Pill Nation, because I say the Saint in the Center Nation, and I really mean that. You heard me when they say
y'all got to listen. This is where he's gonna pull his card right here.
Where's the capital? It's Saint City, Las Vegas. You heard me?
Right.
Yeah. So that's a nation. Okay. Now you said a nation. Well, where y'all at? If I want to go find y'all and pull up, which I might, where y'all at?
Look, I ain't gonna tell you because I ain't a citizen of the nation.
Because there is no nation, it just exists on the internet.
I ain't a citizen of that. But what I'm telling you is, I can appreciate the message and the
See, and it's all on the internet. That's all it is. It's all the same thing. It's all on the internet. What he's doing is on the internet. What I'm doing is on the internet. What we are all doing is on the internet. That's what happened. That is what it is happening. It's the same thing. It's no different. You know, I really don't get the entire animosity or the entire painting of the broad stroke, because there is a lot of people that do a lot of good things. But let's continue, because this is something I want to really talk about.
embodiment of that population and the value that it provides to me as a man. Now, everything don't apply to me because I'm a married man, right? And I got
Is
my
it really a philosophy, Saint? Like, tell me this. If I want to go find the ism and I want to start studying ism, I'll go to www.thesasn.com/about, and I can start studying, see how these people think, how they identify, how they live. So if I want to go become a red pill nation citizen, where do I find their philosophy at? Where do I go to find that?
Well, I mean, it depends on who you subscribing to, right? So, like,
all right, see there, that's the gray stuff. Now I'm gonna do that again. Another horn. That's that gray stuff right there. You know, it depends on who you're talking to. Now, shout out to DJ Kuda. Shout out to DJ Kuda. I'm gonna say this again because he talked about this a few weeks ago. You know, I think with Obsidian, when he was saying that there is no structure in the manosphere. Anybody could just walk up, say, I am manosphere, I am the red pill, I'm the red pill assassin, and then go and say and do whatever they do, wreak havoc and destruction. And then when something happens, they can go and point all the fingers, they can put all the blame on the rest of the manosphere. And we're talking about the black manosphere at this moment, and say, look, this was all you guys, red pill incels, and it's all you guys' fault because there is no structure. There is no structure. There's no creed, there's no motto, there's no sayings, there is no entry exams, there's nothing to put up to say, okay, you want to be a part of the manosphere and part of the black manosphere, you need to read these guidelines, you need to act and conduct yourselves and use these best practices in order to be in the manosphere or the black manosphere or whatever manosphere that you call yourself want to be affiliated with. That's why you have people right now, like I'll say it, like Kevin Samuels, that when asked about the manosphere, he kind of glosses over it and says, you know, he's a man centric creator. He's not a part of the manosphere because of things like this. When you have this stuff happening, or you have something that people consider negative, why would you want your brand stained by the negativity? Because there is no creed, there is no motto, because it's all money. It's right now it's about a money grab. And yeah, I'll go back to the DJ Kuda and Obsidian conversation. Yes, you know, it's about money. The brothers want hoes. The brothers want to see Kevin and the other people whoop the trick and whoop that trick. And you got to give the brothers what they want. Okay, I get it. You know, Tasha K said the same thing. Tasha K said she had good things or wanted to give more to the community, but couldn't because they just wouldn't listen. So she had to make the medicine taste as good as she could and then sprinkle in what she wanted to give. Now, we understand that, but can you go just because you want the hoes or just because you want this fun time? Can you go into does the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas, does the Bunny Ranch not have rules? We know what the Bunny Ranch is. We know it's full of high, let's say what it is, high price hoes. But does that Bunny Ranch not have rules? Just like they have rules, the manosphere needs rules. Yes, we might, people in the space might say hellacious things or salacious things and do things that people find amusing and entertaining, but there needs to be a creed, there needs to be a motto, there needs to be something that people sit down. Guys sit down at the red table and say, who's going to be in charge of what? How are we going to enter this? How are we going to say that men are part of the manosphere and be legit? There is no banner. There is no banner to fly, and nobody's taking the reins. But just like if somebody tries, you know how we do. As soon as we say, okay, well, I'm finna take it up, somebody's going to have something to say about it. And yeah, let me see, Bells G. He said, let me see. There There will be a time where we move away from red and blue pills since nobody agrees collectively on the definition. I'm gonna put that back up there. I agree. I mean, I agree that, you know, the red pill and blue pill needs to be. I'll say it like this: it needs to be there so you can kind of categorize what you're talking about. But the problem comes in when you're trying to stick these terms on people when people are nuanced, you know, and then you got the purple pill and you got all this other stuff like that. And when people are too complicated to stick these terms onto, and it's just like this, like the whole alpha beta situation. You know, I also made a video on that. If you subscribe to the channel, go ahead and watch that video. You'll find it very entertaining. You also have the alpha and the beta conversation. Well, you know, so soon as somebody does something that's not positive as a man, they automatically categorize him as a beta. When there's different categories of male behavior, it's not just alpha and beta. And does a beta man does not deserve respect? Is he just because he's a beta, or a person is a beta male, can he not protect himself? Can he not stand up to the men and women around him? He just might not be the kind of person that will jump willingly into another person's area or jump into another person's battle. But does that person not deserve respect? He does deserve respect. There is no way you're going to make a beta male into an alpha male. You either are an alpha male, you either are a sigma male, or you either are a beta male or in between. Watch the video, you will understand. Everybody cannot be an alpha male. You cannot be trained to be an alpha male. And a lot of these coaches prey on trying to teach these guys how to be an alpha male, when actuality they'll turn them into the creeps and the guys that these very women are talking about that don't want to deal with it. You know, how many guys are going to walk up to a girl and say, you know, I'm an alpha male and I'm a red pill this and I'm a red pill. That's a turn off. That's nothing you're supposed to be talking to a woman and a date about anyway. But these guys not going to tell you, I don't have nothing to gain. You know, I'm not monetized. I'm not up here begging you for super chats, even though my Cash App is in there. And eventually I will, you know, ask, I won't mind, but, you know, jab, 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 right hook, you know, I give, and ask later. I'm not at that point right now. I don't have anything to win. You know, I don't have anything to gain. So I'm not going to lie to you. You know, by now you think people will understand because look at the Derek Jackson situation or the April Mason situation, where April Mason came right out and told you what she was about. You know, what the fluff was about. She had to give women the fluff. She had to decorate it as trying to get high value, you know, the high value type men, and then basically trick these women into coming and following her, and then turn around and then teach them how to be the very women that men in the manosphere are complaining about. But it is what it is. Let's keep going.
Hey, you know,
who the leader?
Well, hold on. You just said you don't want me to name drop, right?
No, go ahead. I'm asking you
got Platformer A, who has their whole, like, you subscribe over here and you can buy their whole step-by-step program, right?
So
you got Platformer B.
Nick, I'm asking you, who is the leader of your Red Pill Nation? Who is the leader?
Well, we already know who the leader is, right?
No,
now.
I don't. Brother, I sincerely don't. I'm outside. You heard me? I'm outside.
So the loudest voice right now in the community is Mr. KS, right? Facts.
Kevin Samuels is the Red Pill Nation leader.
He's the loudest voice right now.
See, that's the problem. Y'all play too many games. Man, let's call it what it is. So number one, if Kevin Samuels was on here right now, which he would never do because he's my intellectual inferior and he know he'd get exposed for what he is. If he was on here and I said, are you the leader of the Red Pill Nation? We both know he would say no because that predates him. Am I wrong?
Well, he will also probably say no because leaders come and go. There's nobody who is indefinite. Nobody's indefinite.
We play games out here. I see.
Well, I mean, if you're going to sit there and purport yourself to be a leader of a nation, then you're setting yourself up to be eventually replaced. Are you not? You name me one.
I'm telling you, they need structure.
Who is the leader of your Red Pill Nation? You were not able to name one leader.
I told you, I'm not a citizen of that nation.
I said, if there is a nation, where's the capital? You couldn't name one. I said, okay, well, if there's a philosophy, where do I go see the philosophy? You couldn't name that. Here's my point, Nick, and I want you to really accept this.
Go ahead.
You are a part of a fake ass internet cult of idiocy. Like, that's what you a part of right now, bruh. And what I'm trying to tell you is that there is no leader, there is no nation, there is no organization. It's just a bunch of dudes complaining.
What's going on?
And they based it off of one sentence that was in a movie, a fictional movie, which is a science fiction movie, which is probably why these.
I don't read no Roman numerals. Excuse you have to pardon me, but bruh, think he'd expose KS? Would get caught up. KS plays more chess than most brothers realize. You got to get. Look, I'm not one of these kind of people that will get on here and ride Kevin Samuel's coattail. I won't do it. I never have done it. Respect to all the brothers that have made their careers and kind of built their careers off the commenting on his or reacting to his content. That's them. I get it. But that's a part of what we're lacking. We're lacking the ability to give the older gentlemen their props. You might not like him. You might not like that he wears suits. You might not like the way he talks. But you can't deny this dude is not. He has something between his ears, man. And you people will be wise to learn what they can learn while he's here. Because I'm telling you, listen to me here. This is my Negrodamus moment. KS is not going to be here forever. Kevin Samuels is going to get that money bag. He's going to get that bag and ride off into the sunset. And a lot of brothers and sisters are not going to have any more work to comment on. That's just my 2 cents.
Nerds have held on to that because it's all about this internet life. And the problem is they don't get down on the ground. So what I'm telling you is, if you really want the basics of life, prosperity, community support, true understanding, friendship, all those meaningful things, family, you got to do that in real life. That's why so many people are running around broken, unhappy, isolated, depressed, and disconnected, because you're holding on to bullshit. And as a man, we need to do what's real. Don't try to make up stuff and say, well, Kevin Samuels is the loudest voice, when we both know he doesn't ever say he's a part of the Red Pill Nation. He doesn't say he's the leader of it. And he wouldn't say that because there's no nation. Further, he's not building any organization.
And Marquette's smarter than that. This dude is intelligent. He knows that there is no Red Pill Nation. The guy's just talking. That's just like a guy saying this. You like football, saying you Sooner Nation. If you like college football, or KC Nation. If you like pro football, he knows this dude just isn't talking about a nation. He's just he's just playing that game. He's too smart for that. He understands that. But what I will say that is conflated with him and a lot of other people, that Red Pill is to Manosphere as Democrat is to liberalism. Red Pill is just another ism. It's just another way of thinking. And I tell brothers, and I will continue to tell brothers, use that Red Pill knowledge. And all it is a knowledge of what is going on around you in that whole dating field. Use it to be aware. Don't sit there and get simped out, because a lot of people will have you, bleeding with your wallet first, and then you'll get simped out no matter where you go. You go over there to Thailand, you want to flash your wallet, and you're going to get taken just like you get taken over here in the States. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about, though.
He's trying to make a payday, and I'm happy for him, because before he started this, he was working at the perfume counter at Macy's. So I'm happy he's been able to make an income. But here's the thing. If you had any goddamn common sense, you would know a nigga that was working at the perfume counter at Macy's in his 40s is not the wisest motherfucker on the block.
So you base your position off of what? Like you got a whole, you're sitting here, you're going to discredit somebody else in some other position, but you're not sitting there saying, like, where's your constitution written out that lists out what your nation is built and founded upon?
Now you playing games again. And I'm going to tell you why you playing games. Because
I'm not playing games. I'm using your own words.
No, you're not using my own words. Because if you were using my own words, you might have my brain. And if you had my brain, we wouldn't need to say anything, because what's understood doesn't need to be said. Meaning you'd already have a path to the truth through your intelligence. But I'm going to help you out right now. I said we follow Marquettism, which is an integrated philosophy and system that provides identity and it provides program, meaning what to do. Further, I said this is the Saint in the Center nation, which is a nation, a collection of people who share a culture. Where is the capital of the nation? Saint City, Las Vegas. If you'd like to learn about the ism, where can you learn? Theassassin.com/about. So I've answered all of your questions, my dear boy. Thank you
dear
for
boy,
coming on.
but to me, it sounds like you got neuro-linguistic programming to me, man, where you use certain terms, certain familiar terminology, and you give that stuff and you sell that stuff as a mechanism to communicate and influence other people. Salute to that. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I told you earlier, there are a lot of pieces to your message that I agree with, right? But we're not going to sit here and in front, like what you're giving and what you're selling is anything better or anything different.
It is a world away superior. And let me tell you the difference, Nick, and I hope you were listening closely to this. There's a major difference. And that's why I speak up against these inferiors. And I will tell you the major difference. Ask any person you follow on the internet how much money they have paid out to the people who fuck with them. And then you ask me, Marquette, how much money have you paid out? And I can tell you, I paid out $43,000 motherfucking dollars to people who fuck with me. And what I mean by that is this. When people come and do a consultation with me, I teach them product-based business. Then I nourish their business. And then I help them get sales in their business that makes them money, not me. And that's why anytime you measure me up, based on this internet stuff or based on real life, you will find I'm the most solid motherfucker you will ever come across. So if you ever see me in person, take a picture because I might be the realest motherfucker you've ever encountered.
So that's borderline narcissism because I was never coming for you as an individual, right? Like I told you, I rock you a lot of stuff that you do, but you got the
No, I'm saying don't you ever come.
And I think, and a lot of this, I believe, if you pay attention or go back, a lot of this animosity, I think, started with him and O'Shea, with Marquette and O'Shea. They had their beef back then, and I don't think it's ever been reconciled. But you know what I'm saying? It comes to if you are doing this and you feel like the rest of the manosphere is not doing what you're doing or they're not on your level. Why do you have to say everybody should be coming and saying that Marquette is doing all of he's doing? I'm not saying he's not. I don't know the guy, but when if you use your discernment, it feels like a personal animosity projected out, and the easiest target was these red pill ragers and these guys that don't know what they're talking about out here making a fool of themselves and being easy targets, and they just gave it to them. But that's what that is. Let me see. I'll put this up there. Put the link in the chat. And just to see if anybody wants to come in and talk about that. Give a few minutes. And it's crazy. You know what? It's crazy. I feel like it's a lot of energy lost. It's a lot of energy gone, but at the same time, that's being wasted because it's no telling what the guys could do if they pull together and pull their resources. Look, they come to MTR, and if you're a fan of MTR, and MTR says, look, brother, I'm not an expert at this, but I know the brother Marquette that can help you out and give you more understanding and go from there. And it's everybody has their gifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like one person, but that other person is not like me. And people need to understand that there's so much room for growing. And if you're all about the money, everybody can eat. You know what I'm saying? There's people that know everybody can't do Bitcoin. Everybody can't do stocks. Everybody's not a lawyer. Shout out to TLA. Everybody's not a lawyer. Everybody's not a certain thing. That you never will be a certain thing, but you all have your gifts. Certain people can work with certain people better. Some people can talk to you and keep a relationship together where others couldn't, no matter how accredited that person is or isn't. You know what I'm saying? That accreditation just gives them a little boost. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their gifts, and no matter what we talk about, if we don't have these barriers in place, if we don't have those mottos, if we don't have those creeds, if we don't have those things that we can put, those tangibles that we can put together, okay, a call list. That's in the brothers in the group of brothers of content creators that say, look, if I don't know how to do something, I can call up brother X, and brother X can help me out. I might have to pay him $10-$20 or whatever he's charging to be able to set a time with him for me to get better. but everybody's so busy doing their own thing. Everybody's so busy trying to make, and and I understand we're all trying to make a living. We're all trying to do what we need to do to further ourselves. But you do have a bunch of brothers that's in the community or in this thing in this space that either don't know what they're talking about, or if they know what they're talking about, everybody's lone wolfing it. Everybody's lone wolfing it. And that's why I tell smaller content creators, don't wait on these bigger content creators to help you out, because most of the time they're not even going to see you or know you unless there's something that really resonates with them, or you're so big to the point to where they can draw some momentum off of you. Put this on here. It is what it is. It's crazy. I hope people don't get sucked into it. Don't get sucked into this drama. Stay out of people's chat. I mean, if you're not there, if you're there to sow discourse, stay out of people's chat rooms. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people turning on members only chats or making you pay for memberships when you really don't feel like paying, or you're not in the right position to pay for all these memberships, and then you're upset when you can't give to the community, or you can't interact with the community. This is what it is. It's all social media. And it's going to be to a point where it's just like TV. You just sit back and watch, and then that's the good part about being interactive. Who wants to be interactive, or who wants to sit there on an interactive platform and not be able to be interactive, because we got trolls in here that's taking away the ability for us to really get together and mingle and get together and actually network. It is what it is. I hope it doesn't get stuck into this. All I can tell you, brothers, is get together. Y'all know me. You go to my about section on my page. If you want to work or you want to collab, hit me up on the email, and we can go from there. Let's learn how to be professional. Let's learn how to take care of our platforms. Let's learn how to make sure that we're following and abiding the rules that we need to do. And let's get more. Let's really get more organized, man. So I'm gonna let that be it for this is the first episode of. Let me get this. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry about that. Yeah. It's the first episode of Power Hour. I'm gonna try to do this every week. The day might change. The day might change to the weekend. It might change. Just guys, let me know what works, what you guys like better. When I'll try to make some kind of standard time. But yes, this is the first episode of the Power Hour with Aaron EBM. So we're gonna get down. We're gonna get down and talk to each other and get through some of these topics, so we can just power through this stuff, man. So I'll see you guys later, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, everybody. Peace.
I can do this with my eyes closed.